Good morning, crafty friends. Sparkle here. Today we are going to be making a little project that we can use to put in our design team project for August, sponsored by Rach and Bella Crafts. And it's a little journal I did that you already all saw called Values to Cherish. So I thought I've been looking online and I saw a lot of the gals were making these little pockets with vellum in them, but I didn't have vellum. So I did have some transparency fill that I was using in some of my Bible journaling. So I thought, let's try it with that. So here's one that I made, and it fits the tag nicely. And this can come out. You can write on the back or put a picture or put some scripture, and then it just slides in here. So all I did was I took a piece of, I printed out a piece of the background paper from the kit on just plain typing paper or copy paper, and I printed some writing on the back so it had some backing. And I used my paper trimmer and I trimmed it to be 4 inches, and I just left the length for now. Okay, and then I cut out my tags, and here's the 4 inch piece, and I just turned up the bottom maybe 3/4 of an inch, and I cut the sides at an angle, and then I folded the sides in about a 1/2 inch and folded this up. Then you just want to make sure that your tag is going to fit in here, okay, and it has a little bit of room. Okay. Then I just cut a piece of the transparency paper to fit in here, and if the width is correct and the height is good, you can just cut it a little below the top. So now you are just going to glue your sides onto the transparency paper. Okay? And we're going to use our arc glitter glue for this. So I've already inked all the edges on my paper here. So make sure that transparency paper's in there where you want it. Fold the sides down. Then you're going to flip the bottom up. And I just like it that there's words on the inside. And then you can put your tag in. Well, you could, if you're paying attention, here. You don't want to glue your sides down. Okay? You want a pocket so you can put this in. And I just hole punched and put a eyelid in there. And this is some seam binding. This is some ribbon. I forget what you call this. Tulle. This is tulle. So then you have your little card. And then I just took a hole punch and I cut out, using the same background paper, I just cut out some elements. I have some circles, some hearts, and some flowers. And I'm just going to make a little cluster on here. And I have some words. We'll take a word. Take a word. And we'll just make a little cluster. Let's see what we have here. Let's add some ink. I just thought they would look cute in the journals. And it's another project you could use with the kit. So we'll have that. And maybe we'll have a heart. We'll put something under there to bring it out. And maybe a little flower. We got them. We have a word. Let's get a piece of cheesecloth. Let's put the cheesecloth down here. Okay, then we'll layer this up. We'll put the heart on top of the circle. And a little flower on top of that. And put a little bread in there if you'd like. I'm sorry. Get these out of the way. Little piece of foam here. A pokey tool here. Let's just poke a hole in here. Don't want that one. And let's just put one of these in. These are so tiny I can't even see. Oh my. Yes, I need to get some different brads. Okay, so that'll go on here. And let's see. With some yeah, I've seen several videos out there where they were putting vellum in here, and that's quite pretty. But the only vellum I have is patterned. It doesn't look the same as the clear vellum. Oops. Okay, let's see what the problem is here. I don't know why that's stuck. Because I'm in the desert, that's why. Okay, that's not going to happen. So, let's just put our, I can reinforce it after if I need to. And let's see. can put a flower. Let's just put a flower off to the side here, maybe. And our little word, this one says self-control. Yikes. So there you have it with a little cluster on the side of it. Okay. So I have another one, and this one's already, I inked everything. I folded it. It's the same process. Where's a piece of transparency? So let's not go all the way up to the top this time, Lynn. Hope you're all having a good day. Put that down there. Make sure there's no glue on there. I can wipe it off later. It comes right off. Make sure my pocket's all open. And then we can trim this down now. Okay. Then this tag is all inked. I hole punched it. And I'm gonna put a eyelet in. And I'm going to just use my crocodile. Just sandwich that in. Beautiful. And on this one, let's put a piece of this Dollar Tree rickrack burlap. And give it a tie up here. There you go. And I guess we're going to have to fray the edges because that side's frayed. We'll just fray it a little bit. If you don't like it, you can cut that off or whatever. Just cut it a little bit. Okay. So there's that little tag. And some of them just matched up, family and family. So there you go. And we'll make it a little cluster for down here again. Add some cheesecloth. I'm sorry to keep them the same because they'll probably go in the journal I just made. And we'll take a circle and let's I spy circles. I don't know where my dauber went, so we'll use this one. And put a flower on this one. And we have a heart. We don't have a little heart. Okay, let's put a little flower on top. So, make a little cluster. Get a little brad. Get a little pokey tool. And get our brad inside. Get our little element there. And we could put a heart over there. We got bigger hearts here. Let's just tuck this down here. And let's get a word. So, we had another rainy night in the desert. Kept us up, but the power stayed on. Thank you, Lord. Put that there. I just put a little bit of bling on here. Oops. Gotta let it set then. Put a little bling on this one. My Dollar Tree finds again. If I have to come in later, I'll reinforce them with my 3-in-1. Okay. And we have one more. So this is how the piece starts. It's 4 inches wide. Okay. We could ink it all up. The parts that are going to show. Okay. We're going to fold the bottom up about 3/4 of an inch. I'm just using this line here. And then we want about a 1/2 inch on each side. Again, just using my little lines on the mat here. Then I always make sure my little guy's gonna fit in there okay. And then we'll turn over this side. About a half an inch again. Okay, then I want to just cut the corners here. So that when they're folded in, they'll be up like that. Make sure my little guy's gonna fit in here. Trim the top off. Okay, let's visibly, or ink anything that's going to be visible. And go all the way up to the top before. So, I just think they're cute. And it's something else you can do with a kit. Perfect. Fits perfectly. So let's get a piece of the transparency paper or vellum if you're using vellum. And put it in. Give it a trim. And we're going to glue the sides down. Don't go all the way up to the top. And make sure your bottom's going to fold up nice and straight. And once again, we'll check the fit. And this one looks a little bit thought it was too wide. Let's see, that'll fit nice too. So this needs to have a little ink on the edges. I already punched the hole. We'll put an eyelet in using my crocodile. So I hope you all entered the giveaway. I'll be drawing a winner this Friday. You can go back and find the video where I made an album using a coffee box as my base. It's just seam binding that's been dyed with ink. Let's pop that puppy in there. And we'll just build our little cluster on the side here. This needs to go down a little bit here. You can always go through later and just touch it up if there's anything. A little bit of glue there, but it comes right off. Excuse me. My bulletproof coffee. Yum. All right. And I don't have a circle. Here it is. I wanted the circles for my bases. Yeah, you can use any shapes you have, or you can just make clusters out of paper or whatever. Whatever your fancy is. I just wanted to do something. Only using what was in the kit. So, got my little flower there. Got my little pokey tool here. And for those of you that don't know, this was my very first video on YouTube with my pokey tool. That's a smaller one, but you can go back to my very first YouTube if you want to see how I did that. So let's get this guy in here. Alrighty. Well, it's not playing nice. I need to get some better brats. They're either too big or too small. Anybody have any suggestions? Let me know. Alright, let's do it this way. Honestly. 5 minutes later, she gets her brat on. Pop that there. Let's take a little heart. And let's see, put them up there. So we'll just put glue down on the bottom here. And grateful. Man, I am grateful. So, those of you that have been following my story, I've had some moles on my body that have turned on me, and within the last 3 weeks or so, I've had to have several biopsies. And when I did, they came back positive uh, on the melanoma spectrum. So I had to go in and have them excised, where they go in and they just cut out uh, quite a bit of space, and then they go and rebiopsy the lesion. So yesterday I had one done on my stomach, and so now I'm in limbo waiting for the biopsy results, which I pray will all be fine and just move forward. So this is why Sparkle does these little projects to keep her mind busy. So I hope you enjoy these little transparency pockets that we've made. And you could like cut out a little spot here for the top of the tag, but it's hard to cut through this vellum with my punches. They don't seem to work. So anyway, have a blessed, beautiful day. And these are going to go into my journal that's already made. And I'm just going to start popping them in. I've got a lot of pockets in here and places like that. I'll find homes for them, and they can go and beautify my book. So Let me know what you do with yours. Have a blessed, beautiful day. Bye.